Hello and welcome to Club 2 episode 16 of the Pentagon Challenge on FM24. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got both legs of our AFC Champions League second round tie against Avispa Fukuoka for you. We'll be at home in the first leg, away in the second leg, but before that the transfer window has been open for some while now, so I need to bring you up to date with the changes to the squad since the last episode, so I'll be back with that in just a moment. Okay, well, we'll begin by looking at the players who left the club at the end of last season when their contracts expired. We lost Abel Arganyaras. He refused to even talk about a new deal. Likewise, Haruya Fuji. Yuto Hiratsuka left without me offering him anything. Yuta Matsumura refused to negotiate. Tomoki Hayakawa likewise. And also Nicolas Linares. So we lost all of those. And then, as you can see, no further released players once we move forward to this season. So we move on to the actual transfers. And the first one out of the door was Viktor Djukanovic. Alweda triggered his £5.5 million release fee. We couldn't do anything about it. He didn't want to stay, so we had to just let the transfer happen. And after that, Hiroki Iwami, one of our youth team players, left on a free, as did Shun Takahashi. Yuji Kitajima left on a free to Nagoya Grampus 8, and the final departure was Jinjiro Ito. And in terms of arrivals, there have not been that many. In fact, there's only been one, and it is Samuel Adeg Benro from Beijing Guan for £1.3 million. So we'll take a look at him. He's a 33-year-old winger. He can play on both flanks, can play up front, and can also fill in behind the striker in the number 10 role if we choose to use one. As you can see, he's got loads of experience, still a decent player, and equally good on both flanks. So delighted to have him in. And so that is the only transfer business we've done. I'll be back in a moment to show you what the squad looks like now. Okay, here is the squad then, and as you can see, we'll start in goal. We've got Keiichi Otsubu, who's a greyed out 6'2" goalkeeper, who we've got no information about. I don't intend to offer him anything. And Felipe Meggiolaro, last season's first choice keeper, is still here and has improved. So delighted to see that, and he will be absolutely first choice. Then moving on to right back, we've got Shugai and Kitazawa. Shugai the first choice, Kitazawa a capable backup who has the potential to be as good as Sugai in the long run. Moving on to centre back, we've got Naomichi Ueda, Hayato Araki, Takahiro Matsui has been promoted from the youth team, and Eric Noriega is 3.5 stars of ability, 3.5 stars of potential. He was here last season. He can also play up front, and that's where we used him more often last season. But I think this season he will be used at the back. Moving on to left back, Dario Caceres and Ayumo Ahata provide the two options there. Defensive midfield, it's Kyushu Sano and Yorman Campazano, with Sano being slightly ahead of Campazano in the pecking order. Moving on to central midfield, Ibrahima Sori Sankon is 2.5 stars of ability and nominally one of the worst players we've got in central midfield. Martin Tejon is ahead of him at 3 stars. Hikaru Iwata is 2.5 stars of ability, but has 5 stars of potential. So I'm going to be favouring him over Sankon. And finally, Yusuke Mayama is out on loan at the moment. He's currently 1 star, but has 4 stars of potential. So we'll be looking to give him plenty of chance to develop. He's going to stay out on loan. Then finally in midfield, Yasuaki Morishita, nominally an attacking midfielder, 3 stars of ability, 4 stars of potential, absolutely comfortable in central midfield, so that's where we're going to use him. And then in terms of wingers, we've only currently got 2, and those are new signing Samuel Adegbenro, who you've just met, 3 stars of ability, 3 stars of potential, and youngster Kento Nagasawa. And then moving up front, we've got 2.5 star Yuma Suzuki, we've got 4 star Mao Hosoya, we've got 3 star Yuji Higuchi, and finally we've got the youngster who's been promoted, Noboru Kimura, 2 stars of current ability, 4.5 stars of potential. So he is very much going to be the rotation option. The others will get the lion's share of the game time. Mostly it will be Higuchi and Hosoya. So with that done, it's time to show you the pre-season results from the friendly matches we've played since you were last with me, and I'll be back with those in just a moment. Okay, well, as you can see, we played 3 friendlies in the off-season. We beat Suwon Blue Wings by 3-0 away from home. We then played Jeongbuk Hyundai away and drew 2-2. And we then finished off pre-season with an away game against Pohang Steelers, which we won by 2-1. And as you can see, our first game in the new season is in the Champions League. It is against Avispa Fukuoka, and we'll be back to show you the team for that one in just a moment. Okay, here is the team for the home game against Avispa Fukuoka, and it is Megiolaro in goal. Back four is Ahata, Ueda, Noriega and Shugai. It's Sano behind Morishita and Tejon in midfield, Caceres in the left, Adegbenro on the right, Hosoya up front. Let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants me to say we've been on a good run, go out there and impress me. I'm going to disagree with him. It's the first competitive game of the season, so I think we have to forget about last season, and I'm going to pump the fists. We're favourites for a reason, make sure they're left in no doubt as to why, and let's get out there and grab the win. So it is the home leg first, so absolutely crucial that we've got an advantage to take to Fukuoka for the second leg. And I am going to demand more. With 10 minutes gone, we've had the only shot but nothing on target yet. And it's been a pretty low-key opening to the game. Still no highlights. So 20 minutes in, and Avispa have had the only shot on target, but we still await the first actual highlight. So we'll demand more. And still we wait. But it remains 0-0, and we remain highlightless after 35 minutes. Martin Tejon has picked up an injury, so I'm going to take him off at half-time. And hopefully, in fact, we get a highlight right before the break, and it is one for us. Sano with the shot, and it's gone high and wide. And that is the half-time whistle. So it is 0-0. We are marginally ahead statistically, but that counts for nothing. So I'm going to say I'm not happy, and we'll make some changes. So what have we got on the bench that could make a big difference? Kitazawa could come on at right back for Shugai. Araki can come on at centre back for Noriega. And we'll get Caceres off and bring on Yuma Suzuki. So let's get out the second half and we'll go attacking. We'll demand more as well. And hopefully we can find a way through. Sam needs to come off. Samuel Adegbenro. And I'm not sure who to bring on for him, to be honest. So I might just hold off on that one for a moment. And in fact, let's do it now. Samuel Adegbenro, and we'll bring on... who can we bring on? We can put Tejon out there. And then Adegbenro can be replaced by Higuchi. And we'll confirm that change. So coming up to the hour mark, I need to demand more again. We still don't have a breakthrough. And now it's Tsunomoto for our opponent, who gets the ball back. Luna plays it back to Nakano, headed away, but straight at the white-shirted Avispa player. And they have given it back to us. Can Sano do anything with it? No, it's deflected. And now Tejon has it back, so we can launch an attack from the halfway line. Suzuki, Higuchi, and Morishita slots it under the keeper. 62 minutes gone, and it is Kashima Antlers 1, Avispa Fukuoka 0. We've got the lead, but I think we need a second goal to be absolutely confident that we've got enough to take into the second leg. And I'm going to take Morishita off and bring on Campuzano. So 10 minutes to go. Can we find one more opportunity to get that decisive second goal? It's not looking likely at the moment, but we scored late in the first half and Tejon needs to come off, but we're out of subs now. So into the 4 minutes of stoppage time, and it does look very much like we're going to have to settle for a 1-0 first leg win. That is indeed what's happened. So I will be back in a moment to show you the second leg. Okay, time now for the second leg of our Champions League qualifier. This time we're away to Avispa Fukuoka, and the team is Megilaro in goal, back forwards are Hata, Araki, Ueda and Shugai. Sano behind Campuzano and Morishita in midfield. Caceres on the left, Tejon on the right, and Hosoya up front. So let's submit the team. I'm going to give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants me to say we've been on a good run. Go out there and impress me. I agree with him. So we'll point the finger, go with that. And let's get out there for the match and see the job through. We've got a 1-0 lead from the first leg, as you will have seen in the first match of the episode. So hopefully we can go on and finish the job. As Morishita finds Tejon, cuts inside, plays it forward to Campuzano and then Caceres, who gets it back. Caceres pulls it back to Campuzano, and Campuzano puts us into the lead on the night. It is Avispa Fukuoka 0, Kashima Antlers 1, 2-0 on aggregate, and we've played 6 minutes. So perfect start to the second leg. Now we just need to keep it going. And we've now picked up an injury to Morishita. And Higuchi is going to be the one to come on. So I'll confirm that substitution. Hopefully it's not a serious injury. We need him back ASAP. And we need a second goal to finish the job, really. But 25 minutes in, it's still 1-0 on the night. So a second goal tonight would absolutely rubber stamp it. Ueda with a free kick, headed away. And we've won it back. Ahata to Araki, back to Ueda, all the way back to the keeper. Araki again. Square ball finds Ueda. Straight into Higuchi, who doesn't find a teammate, but Ahata intercepts the clearance. And then it's cleared away properly this time. But Ahata again, Higuchi to Campazano. Into Tejon, plays it back for Shugai. Shugai shoots, and that's gone through the keeper into the back of the net. We have got the second goal on the night. Avispa Fukuoka 0, Kashima Antlers 2, 3-0 on aggregate, and that should be job done. But we've picked up a second injury. This time it's Tejon. Adek Benro is indeed going to be the one to come on. And now it's a throw-in. Shugai with it. Launches it forward but doesn't find a red shirt. Although we've won it back. Higuchi shoots. And the keeper pushes it onto the frame of the goal. And the highlight comes to an end. So far we've looked in total control of this. And apart from the 2 injuries, everything has gone as well as it could have done. And there is the halftime whistle. 2-0 on the night, 3-0 on aggregate. So let's go and drop some praise. And now, I think we've only got one more substitute slot available. But we've got 3 more substitutions. So I think what I'll do is take Sano off and bring on Sanko. In fact, I'll bring on Iwata. And I'll take off Caceres and bring on Suzuki. So that's 4 changes made. And then we'll save the last one for as long as we possibly can. But it is our opponents on the attack, although we've won the ball back. Higuchi to Ueda. Iwata to Ueda. Into Higuchi, who's got himself turned and facing the opponent's goal. And Suzuki shoots wide, but I think he's offside anyway. He is. And now it's our opponents on the attack. Matsubara gets it back, plays it to, I'm not even sure who, Hashizume it was, and Batista with the finish makes it 2-1 on the night, 3-1 on aggregate. So job not quite done yet. I think we'll demand more. And I wonder whether we take Hosoya off. Not yet, I think, is the right decision. But now it's 3-2. And it's 2-2 on the night. 3-2 to us on aggregate. And it's back in the melting pot again. So demanding more. And I'm absolutely not going to take Hosoya off at this point. I'm going to take Higuchi off instead. And we'll bring on Mayama. 15 minutes or so left. And we really need another goal. It's headed clear. Araki heads it forward. Iwata picks it up. looking for options, holds on to it, and then gives the ball away to Pena. Salto, and it's a weak shot which Meggiolaro saves easily. And we are in some trouble at the moment. Right, demanding more. And as soon as this highlight is over, I'm going to make a tactical switch. But we've conceded again. It's 3-2 on the night, 3-3 on aggregate. And we're going to switch to the more defensive version that I've developed off camera. I've not shown you this yet. Hopefully this works. And it is Iwata. Plays it back to Ueda. Into Sam, who's lost the ball, and we're in some trouble now. Hashizume down the right hand side plays it into Yoshio, and Saito puts it in the net. I think it's going to be offside. I hope it is. If it's not, we're in some trouble. It is offside, thankfully. We really don't want extra time. But at the moment, our opponents are absolutely deserving of their lead. And we're lucky to get extra time if indeed that's how it goes. Campuzano to Suzuki. Ahata to Iwata. It's played back to Araki. Ueda. Into Mayama, who's lost the ball, but wins it back himself. Feed to Sawyer, who's in on goal. And shoots wide. We've got 6 minutes of added time. And I'm not sure who that favours, if I'm honest. But as it stands, it's us in possession, but deep in our own half. Don't play it around at the back. We're not good enough at the moment. And we've given it away. And it's gone in. Saito has made it 4-2 on the night. 4-3 to Avispa on aggregate, and we're about 45 seconds away from going out of the Champions League. And there it is confirmed. 4-2 on the night, 4-3 on aggregate. We've gone out. I'll be back in a moment to show you the J1 league table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode.